What's good, y'all? Happy Friday. Having a good day. Hope you are too. So I have a friend from back at school who actually lives in the same town as me as well. And he has a pretty nice lake house in New Hampshire on Lake Winnipesaukee. Just talking about like a couple times I went there. Talking about that with my coworker Lewis. I was talking with about that. And then he was on like Airbnb. We were just like looking at different houses that you can rent on Lake Winnipesaukee, and just like in that area. So there's like some gorgeous houses, and honestly, it makes me feel good because I feel like a little recently find myself sometimes a little discouraged to like try and put myself out there and go get some work done and be motivated to do the hard work. Sometimes I'm not always motivated for that, but I find that thinking back like to that time where I went to my friend's like really beautiful lake house, or like how we were looking online at the pictures of different lake houses and such, kind of gives me hope again. Not like hope, not that I didn't have hope, but it motivates me a little bit more, because it's like, that's attainable. You could get that. I could get that eventually, like a really nice pretty beach house or a lake house, or like a quiet mountain house, something like that. Or if you want like a city house, whatever it is you want, just remember that you can get it. Obviously with hard work, patience, dedication, you gotta develop skills, social skills, physical hard work skills, all that. You need that, but you can go ahead sir, but like you can get what you want. I'm not particularly saying I want a lake house, want to buy one, but the fact of the matter is, if that's something that you want, you can get it if you truthfully do want it. Beach house, same thing. City house. Another one of my friends, his girlfriend, her family has a nice house in Boston, like a nice apartment, rather, call it what you will. And I went there once too last year, and it was very motivating and inspiring, because if you don't get out your house and like see all these beautiful grand things in life that are attainable, then you don't know any better. It's like if you're always pent up in the same area, you never leave your house, you're not going to see all the beautiful aspects of life that you cannot just get from being in your house. That's why you have to go outside. You have to open up your perspective. I remember when I was in that city house apartment for the first time last year, I was like awestruck, kind of, in a way, because when you're like, not to say that I was down, but if you're kind of just like going through the monotony of life, nothing is changing too much, or at least it doesn't feel like it. Feels like you're not really getting anywhere, and then you go to that like tremendously beautiful environment, and it's like, wow, forgot how good life can be sometimes. It's the same thing with like going to that lake house. It's just like it's reassuring. It makes you think, I can get it. Right now it sucks. It doesn't suck, but right now it might be more difficult. You might not have all the tools that you need to get to where you want to be, but what you can do is develop tools, develop skills to propel yourself forward in life and be of more value to other people around you, be more valuable to yourself, your community. That's how you develop skills, or develop power in life, being more reliable as an individual, having more skills as an individual, giving yourself more value to other people around you. And then if you can transform that into a service or product of some sort where you can provide to other people, you can also start to make money off of that. So That's my tip of advice. But what do I know? Not much. Okay, another topic I want to talk about. Last night I was going to Planet Fitness and I was bumping some Alice in Chains on the way to the gym. I love Alice in Chains. They're like, I wouldn't say without a doubt my favorite band, but easy like top 2 or 3 bands that I listen to. I mean, definitely my number 1 most listened to band. Probably my favorite. I don't think they're the best, but they're my favorite. And if any of you are familiar with Alice in Chains, especially like if you're a fan of them, you'll know how damn good their music is, like for that genre specifically, which is like 90s grunge rock. Alice in Chains is borderline metal, some of their songs. I don't know if I completely agree, but that's what people say. Oh, come on, girl. Whatever. So I was driving on the way to the gym, and I was listening to their album Dirt. Now, if any of you know Alice, that's like their most popular album, as it should be, in all honesty. Whoa. And I was thinking, which album is their best? Because I flip-flop. My opinion changes of what their best album is. Sometimes I think their best album is Dirt, without a doubt. Sometimes I think that their best album is their self-titled album, Alice in Chains, or sometimes people call that one Tripod because of the 3-legged dog on their album cover for that one. I think that's a great album too. Super emotional, pretty heavy. Like they chug a lot of good guitar on that. Great vibes. See, the thing is with Alice in Chains that makes them so fucking fantastic. There's a lot of things make them good. But one thing that I like about them a lot though is they got different music for different vibes. If you're feeling like something slightly more chill, like kind of acoustic, Jar of Flies, that's perfect. If you are on the way to the gym and like you're trying to like run through a wall, Dirt can be perfect for that, same as their self-titled Alice in Chains. If you're feeling like you want some like something a little bit more sadder, honestly, self-titled Alice in Chains has some of that. Like, for whatever your vibe is, or it's just like maybe it's like a Saturday morning, you just got a coffee, you got plans for the day, you're super energetic and hyped, they got music for that. Whatever it is that your vibe is at that moment, they can provide that vibe. And the thing is here, so Alice in Chains, they started making music like early 90s. But then Layne Staley, their vocalist, died. Tragic. And then but the band has like come back together again in recent years, somewhat more recent. And they had the new addition of, what is his name? Andy Duvall, I want to say it is. Kind of embarrassing that I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's Duvall, not Andy, but it's Duvall. I know that, his last name. It's a shame, I don't know how I can't. I'm such a big Alice fan that I should know this because I love Alice in Chains. But, so after Layne died, they kind of broke up, but they got back together with a new vocalist who can also play guitar now too. And the thing is though, I haven't really listened to much of the newer music without Layne Staley. So when I'm talking about like, to be honest, I feel like when people are talking about Alice in Chains, like best songs and albums as a whole, people mostly, I think, are referring to their older music with Layne Staley on vocals. So just putting that out there. I haven't really listened to much of their music without Layne at all. Only Layne Staley music. So back to topic of discussion. Dirt, is perfect all the way, start to finish. I think all their albums are. But see, the thing is like all have different vibes for different days of the week. Like it could be a Saturday morning and I want to listen to, you might want to listen to like a Facelift, or it could be like a Tuesday night and you're driving back home from the gym. You might want to listen to like their self-titled, or maybe Jar of Flies, or maybe they also have an EP, Sap. Sap is only 4 songs, but that's also like more acoustic. I wouldn't say sadder vibes, but it's slightly more darker. But I mean, just so good, all of it. So I think it was like, so yesterday I was in the car and I was thinking, you know, if I like had to choose one of their albums I could only listen to, it would probably be Dirt. If it was like, okay, you can only listen to one of their albums for the rest of your life, which would basically be which is a very difficult decision, I would go Dirt. I think it's just such a fantastic album. I mean, starting off with Them Bones, incredible song, super powerful. Just what a way to kick off an album, especially like for the 90s era where that like whole sound was kind of newer. That song in particular, Them Bones, is like killer as fuck. Super killer, super badass, just in your face, like no fucks given, just super loud. It's awesome, it's incredible. And then you know, like Rain When I Die, every song off that album. And the thing is on the album Dirt, I feel like generally, not always, but I generally like listen to like the earlier half of the album if I'm not gonna listen to it top to bottom. But on the lower half, like on the back end of the album, which it might be better, it's like Angry Chair. Oh shit. Cop flying by behind me. Got me nervous for a second. You got like Rain When I Die. There's definitely, I can't think of the songs right now, I'm sorry. Angry Chair. It's fucking incredible ass shit. So good, so damn good. Okay, take this. If you have not listened to Alice in Chains, if you like 90s rock, grunge, listen to them, because they're the best at it. Because I was like a big Nirvana fan, huge into Nirvana, really like their shit, still do. But then at school back in the day, I used to listen to a new album like every day when I was working out at the gym. And that's how I started listening to Alice in Chains. I listened to their album Facelift once and I was like, oh, this sucks. I couldn't stand it. And then probably like half a year went by where I listened to, like a half a year went by where I listened to, I heard a song on YouTube, somebody was doing like a review to their song, I Stay Away, which is from Jar of Flies. And I was like, God damn, this is good. And then I started listening to them after that, and then that's how I got into Alice in Chains and like started enjoying it, because there is music where you will hear it for the first time and you will not like it, you won't like kind of understand it, you won't vibe with it, you won't get it. Give it some time and then you'll start loving it. That was like me with Alice in Chains. And like for a while I didn't really rock with them, I didn't really know much of their shit at all. But now Alice in Chains is like not all I listen to, but fuck, man, I love Alice in Chains so much. I got 2 of their shirts, I got a sweatshirt, although I'd never see them in show because they weren't like touring really while I knew them, at least recently, because I only been listening to them for a couple of years, and I think they might have been I think they were on tour like a few years ago, but like I didn't really know that and I wasn't really that into them. And then Jerry Cantrell, their guitarist, who like their guitar is fantastic. That's one of their strong points, is Jerry Cantrell. He is their main songwriter and guitarist, and he just absolutely shreds in the guitar. I love his style, and and he also has like solo work aside from Alice in Chains, and he like last spring, maybe it might have been like recently, he was on tour for like one of his new albums, and he was touring. I remember because I don't really use Instagram. This one day I downloaded Instagram and I saw he posted that he was like in Boston tonight. I was like, fuck, bro, if I had known that literally a day sooner, I would have bought a ticket. I was so cheesed. But yeah, never seen like any of them, whether it be Alice in Chains as a whole or just Jerry Cantrell. I'd love to see literally any of them. Back to what I was saying. So I went from Nirvana to them because I listened to like a lot of 90s stuff. That's mainly what I listen to. And I think Alice in Chains blows Nirvana out of the water. I'm gonna be totally honest. I wouldn't say blow them out of the water, because you know Nirvana has like incredible ass shit too that I really fuck with. But I think Alice in Chains is just straight up better. Like Lane Staley, better voice, better vocals. Kurt Cobain, fantastic songwriter, but I think a lot of his music, a lot of Nirvana, I would honestly call pop rock. That's my take. Say what you will about that. I genuinely believe, like especially their album Nevermind. I think Nevermind, a lot of that music off that is very commercial, to say the least, which is why I consider it pop. Like pop is generally like commercial music. Not a bad thing, but that's just how I describe it. But I will say that Nirvana's like earlier music is better. What's it called? Their very first album with like Blue, About a Girl. Sounds funny. If you know Nirvana, you'll know what album I'm talking about. The one with the black and white album cover. It's like black, white, and gray. That album's fantastic because that's like really the vibe that I like. It's like literally feels like basement rock, like grunge basement rock. I really fuck with that shit. Incesticide, really good. And then I think In Utero is without a doubt Nirvana's best album. Like it's their best. That album is pretty incredible, especially of like the deluxe and super deluxe versions where you have all the extra songs on it. Sleeper song, if you are a Nirvana fan and you also like, what's it called, Smashing Pumpkins, listen to Marigold by Nirvana. If you already know it, you know. That's a dope ass song because Dave Grohl wrote that song, who was the drummer but now guitarist, singer for Smashing Pumpkins. So that was pretty cool. That's a really cool Nirvana song. Yeah, I just love Nirvana. I like Alice in Chains even more though. Pearl Jam, pretty good as well. Okay, what other music do I like to listen to? So I love 90s shit. I also think Led Zeppelin is probably the best rock band ever. One of the best bands ever, in my humble opinion. I don't know much, but that's my opinion. Like Led Zeppelin does not have a single bad song, like literally at all. Whatever it is you want, they got it. Same thing. I also love Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd, definitely different vibes, but they kick ass too. Their album Animals is fucking incredible. I think Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd is... I stand by this. Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd is one of the prettiest and most beautiful songs ever written. It's fucking tremendously good. It's just... If you know that song, I mean, you'll probably agree with me. Maybe not, but I mean, you'll agree with me that that's a good... You can't... If you think that's a bad song, you're fucking lying to yourself. You can not like it, but it's not... You can't say that's a bad song. Okay. I also do love rap. Like, a lot of people, I mean, I feel like I wouldn't say grew up on that, but I have 3 older siblings. So that's like more what I heard of when I was younger, and I feel like rap is so easy to listen to for younger kids because like you don't know any better. You just listen to like what's popular when you're younger, and then you'll listen to more shit and you'll find out what you like. But oftentimes for younger kids, like teenagers rather, I feel like they listen to a lot of rap. So like I definitely had my stages of that. Mac Miller, I absolutely love. Mac Miller and Kendrick, two favorite rappers. I know, rest in peace, my boy Mac Miller, fucking incredible. He's not a rapper. He's like a hip hop R&B. Started from rap, but he developed more of that. Kendrick Lamar, I don't know if I would call him I mean, he's definitely a rapper, but again, he's more than that. He's a fucking poet. I also really love MF Doom. He's more like 90s underground, early 2000s, that type of vibe. He's what would be considered underground rap, just because of the mere fact that it's not popular. That's kind of how I see it. That's like a whole genre in itself, or like a sub-genre. But MF Doom, literally one of the best lyricists ever. If you don't believe me, then go listen to a whole bunch of his music, because every time it's so good to listen to, and he drops bars, like really good bars. He's also got kind of like, I mean, his whole like persona, just as like a rapper, taking on these multiple different personas, as like the super villain. He's just so cool to listen to. He's very creative, great style, and just immaculate flow. Like, he can spit and oh my gosh. Also, rest in peace, MF Doom. Another fucking gone too soon legend. It's like MF Doom, Mac Miller, Kendrick, top guys for me. Outside of like rock or like that type of shit. So those are rappers that I like to listen to. Tyler the Creator, I had a phase with him. He's pretty cool too. He's got good music. Ooh, Tame Impala. I went to their Slow Rush tour for Tame Impala. What was it, like 4 or 5 years ago now? Fucking incredible. That was the first time I ever went to a concert on the floor. That reminds me, actually, Travis Scott's pretty damn good too. I don't really rock with him much at all anymore, in the slightest bit. But I've seen him twice in concert, so gotta respect him for that, because he puts on a damn good show. He still has good music, just don't listen to him anymore. At least his newer shit. Yeah, Tame Impala, incredible. And yo, Tame Impala is about to drop an album in like a week or two, and it's dumb as hell because Tame Impala is also going on tour starting at the end of this month, and not a single damn show in Boston as of right now. The fuck, bro? It's like tickets, like I'm trying to go to get a floor ticket. I already know that shit's gonna be expensive, okay, but floor tickets right now are like $600 minimum. Come on, man. And then plus, it's like not even a single show in Boston, where I live, or at least like the city that I go to see it in. The closest city is New York City, and it's like I'll either have to fucking take a train out there, rent a fucking hotel for the night, spend like $1,000 just to go to a fucking concert, like show plus fucking probably more than that, because it would be like a floor tickets, somewhere to sleep for a night, probably a couple meals while I'm there, and then train as well. That's like $1,000+ maybe. I don't know. Or drive in, go to the show, then literally drive home at like 12 at night, which would just fucking suck, to be honest. So it's like a 4.5 hour drive, maybe, I don't know. But so the thing is, I really want to go to that concert, Tame Impala. Like, Tame Impala is fucking unreal in person. Like, I saw them for the Slow Rush tour, immaculate, incredible show. And me and my brother saw him, and it's like, saw Tame. We've always been saying, like, whenever that new album is, which is this fucking month, we knew we would be seeing Tame Impala again in concert. But it's like, bro, we don't want to go to New York City and drop $1,000, like, or however much money it is. But then again, it's like, to me, concerts, live music are like absolutely one of my favorite things to do. Especially, you know, some people got that thing that they're like willing to spend a bunch of money on. For me, it's live music. I'd be totally willing to spend $1,000 to go do that, to go to New York City. And, you know, I think that'd be awesome. So it's just literally just a matter of if I have somebody to go with or not, to be honest. I really hope my brother says yes, because that'd be awesome. But yeah, I love music, if you couldn't tell. It's like one of my absolute favorite things in life is just to appreciate music. Live music, rather. Live music is just, there's nothing better than it. Like back at school, where at UNH, some of my favorite, like looking back, some really good memories from UNH are where I'd go to like a house party where like a local band of like students would play. That show was so much fun. Really enjoyed that. I love those types of basement shows as well, like where it's like basement rock. Like not even that great, but it's just like really nice, fun vibes. Like I really like that. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm feeling right now. Like even I also love when you go out like to a bar, for example, and unexpectedly there's just live music playing. That shit is so cool. I went out 2 weekends ago. It's Friday now, so 2 weekends ago on a Saturday, we went out and we ended up right by Fenway Park in Boston at this little bar. Never been there before. Pretty cool, actually. I mean, it wasn't really that cool. It was just like, it was basically just like one big room with a bar. Basically, felt like a college bar, kind of. Depends the vibes you're looking for. But they had a live music. Like, we got there and there's live music. I was like, this is sick as fuck. Because I love that shit when you go out and there's just randomly live music. It's so much fun. So much better than like shitty DJ, you know? Live music is killer. Especially like, I have a couple guitars. I'm not good at all, but I've played enough to understand like it's difficult. And so whenever I do hear live music, it makes me appreciate it even more, like as a guitar. I wouldn't call myself a guitarist, but somebody who plays for fun, for hobby. At least it helps you appreciate the instrument more, and just like how people can play it so well. So that's another reason why I love live music so much, is because you can actually truthfully appreciate what these other people are doing. Like it's incredible. Not just guitar, that goes for drums, whatever. Just like I appreciate music so much. It brings so much joy and fulfillment to so many people around the world. And similar to martial arts, here's how I see music is, you might not speak the same language, but you can play the guitar together. And I think that's so cool. Like in martial arts, is you can be halfway around the world, you don't even know the person, you don't speak the same language, but if you both know jiu-jitsu or you both know boxing or Muay Thai, you can engage with each other that way. That's beautiful. That's why martial arts is so beautiful. It can bring together two people from across the world, literally nothing in common, but seemingly, and then you come together that way. Boom, right there, instant connection, tremendous connection. Same thing with music. If you're, like, let's say for example, I was a really good bass player and I meet somebody who doesn't even speak English and they're an incredible guitarist. It's like, shit, well, they don't speak bass, but they don't speak English, but they speak music. That's what I'm trying to say. That's like the power of music and martial arts, in my opinion. It's such a unifying force. It's beautiful. It really is. Same thing with sports in general. Like any sport really can do that. It's really nice. The thing is with sports, I have a interesting philosophy on sports. I don't know if it's like, maybe you've heard this before from other people, but I think that watching sports is dumb and a waste of time. But playing sports or actively engaging in sports is tremendous. Like, there's no need to watch it. Wouldn't say no need to watch it, but I think that being super engulfed within a sport, watching it on TV, like another team, it's cool to root for teams, it's cool to appreciate the sport, but I don't know. I'm getting kind of weird about it, because part of me is like, the philosophical idea is that sports are a waste of time and it's a waste of headspace. Not sports doing it, but rather like watching sports on TV. That's how I feel about it. But also at the same time, it's just like it is ultimately watching sports ultimately is for pleasure. What actively engaging and participating in sport, that's way different. I'm all for that. Everybody should be doing that to a degree. Tennis, fuck yeah. Martial arts, even better. Swimming, tremendous. All of it. It's all great. But like for me, I have a weird take where it's like, don't watch too much NFL or too much basketball, you know? Like, go do something else better with your time. There's more to do than watch TV, even if it is a sport, kind of. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like, ultimately, watching sports on TV, you're watching TV, you're still wasting your time. That's what I'm saying. Alright, y'all. I'm going to end this video here. If you watched more than 5 minutes of this video, thank you. If you're watching this at the end, fuck yeah, that's incredible. Thank you so much. Alright. Let me know what you think about Alice in Chains, if you know them. Like, what is your favorite album? Mine? Probably Dirt. Probably Dirt. Nirvana, favorite album? In Utero. There, I said it. Leaving it at that. Ooh, Mad Season. Fuck, I could go on forever talking about music. Mad Season with Lane Staley from Alice in Chains. Their best song, in my opinion. I don't know anything. That's probably my take on it. They're also incredible. Alright, yo. I've been talking for way too damn long. So, thank you. I love you. Spread more love. Spread more wealth. Spread more knowledge to others. Let's all bring each other up. Let's all get smarter and wealthier and more enlightened together. Alright, y'all. Peace. I love you. Have a good weekend. Bye.